Rona and the Moon. My name is Rona, and the Maori people from New Zealand tell the story of me and Marama, the moon god. I was married to Tamanuiterā. It was a forced marriage of the kind that was used to resolve conflict between tribes. Unfortunately, my husband and I were never happy. We argued constantly, often over nothing, but mostly over his lazy habits. One summer night when the full moon lit up the village, I noticed that there was no more water in the ta, a kind of gourd called a calabash used to transport water. I was terribly thirsty from screaming so much at my husband, so I asked him to fetch water from the river. Tamanuiterā was trying to sleep and groaned weakly. "Go get it yourself." I told him it's always the same thing. You're just a lazy slacker. As I took the path to the river, I grumbled to myself, repeating over and over, "You're a lazy good-for-nothing." I did not realize how far my voice carried in the calm night. Marama, the god of the moon, perched high in the sky, did not miss a bit of it. As I walked, the full moon had been lighting the way, but suddenly, the cloud blocked the light. Seeing nothing, I stumbled to the ground, dropping my calabash. As soon as I could get up, the cloud passed and the light returned. This made me even angrier. I began to shout, attacking Marama, blaming him for what happened. He knew very well that I needed light, so he should have taken better care and lighted the path properly. I shouted, "Don't you see what I'm doing? Even the stars make more sense than you. You are a stupid moon." Marama, tired of all these insults, looked down and answered, "Be careful what you say, Rona, or you will be sorry." But I just made fun of him. I retrieved my ta and continued to the river where I was able to stock up on some water. On the way back, another cloud crept in front of the moon and darkened the forest. I stumbled on a root and lost my balance. "Ouch!" I cried, and all of my water spilled on the ground. Then the cloud passed and the moon reappeared. I was furious. I got up quickly and insulted the moon once more. I held up a threatening fist and shouted, "You are a stupid, stupid, stupid moon!" Marama could not take it anymore. He said, "I warned you not to insult me." I could see Marama approaching, but dazzled by his light, I could not escape. I began to float. I grabbed a branch of a nayo tree with all of my might, but the sturdy tree pulled up from the ground and came with me. Next thing I knew, I was on the moon, a prisoner of the god Marama. I resented him terribly and spent my time sulking. But Marama was not trying to punish me. He left me alone. Time passed and I finally realized that I had been wrong to get so carried away. His anger gave way to kindness. I liked Marama finally. One day, Marama, who had become attached to me but did not want to detain me against my will, offered to take me home. "No," I replied. "I love my life here with you," not admitting that I was in love with him. Marama was delighted with this decision. For this occasion, he offered me a treasure that came to him from his grandmother. It was a korowai, a magic cape decorated with a multitude of stars, probably the Milky Way, with its dark areas in the middle of the stars. Thanks to this magical korowai, I became Rona Wakamautai, the guardian of the tides, with the power to act on the movements of water from the earth, river, lakes, and oceans. Humans are also mostly made up of water, so it can even affect their emotions. If you carefully observe Marama on clear, full moon nights, you will see me, next to the nayo that I've torn free from the forest, and my calabash pouring its water into the ocean. Some will tell you that it generates the ocean's tides. Tamanuiterā, who had searched but could not find me, finally discovered my image in the dark spots on the lunar surface. He understood that I had gone to the moon, and that I was much happier there with my new husband, Marama. Later, Tamanuiterā remarried and tried to be the best husband he could be, paying attention to the slightest problem that arose. He became a considerate and caring husband.
Maori!